Welcome and welcome back, Beto Kama Podcast family, to another episode of what are we doing, Liz?
Spotlight
Oh,
author.
authors. Authors we love. We decided if we were an author because we were good at reading just one book for going back to their catalog. So we've decided we're going to try to read more from that author's catalog if we like their reading. So for this one, we're starting with Alyssa Cole. So if you're interested in what we found out, stick around. So we decided to start with Alyssa Cole because last year I had told Elizabeth about this fantastic book I read called The AI Who Loved Me. And Liz said, "You're a weirdo, you know."
I
Why in
clowned
hell?
you so much. I clowned you so much about that book.
You did. You did. And then finally, Liz went and read it because I told her, hey, it's on Audible. It's 4 hours. Regina Hall is narrating. You should go ahead and just buy it. It was, what, $4, I think? Fantastic.
It was on sale.
Yeah. And so Liz listened to the book. And guess what, y'all? She loved it because I was right.
The audiobook was really good. Really good.
So if you don't know, The AI Who Loved Me is about Trinity Jordan.
An AI.
Remembering things. And Trinity lives in this apartment, and this is in the future, and she's like a taxi driver, but she literally drives a taxi from her house. So the cars are automated, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
And she's scared to leave out of her apartment. Like she's even scared to go into the elevator. And she has a neighbor. Her neighbor is a scientist. Sure, let's go with that. And she was like, "Oh, she is." And she's like, "Oh, my nephew's here visiting. He kind of lost his memory, but he's a good person. You two would get along really great." And so she meets the neighbor. His name is Lee Wei. Now, let me tell you something. When I listened to the Audible, I found out his name was Lee Wei. When I was reading the book, I was calling him Lai Wai. I was like, why you name him Lai Wai? That's not his name at all. I just didn't know how to read. So, come to find out, he is an AI. And they get to know each other. And the story progresses from there. I didn't know I needed an AI romance.
Me neither.
Didn't know I needed it. But that AI romance saved my life. It did. Fantastic read. Liz gave it 4.5 stars. You hear 4.5 stars?
I don't remember what I gave it. Actually, I could look it up, but I really enjoyed it. It caught me by surprise. I did not think I would get to a point where I did like an AI character the way that I liked Leeway.
Yeah.
Alyssa Cole's hilarious.
She is. Her comedic timing, for you to be able to write something and I laugh out loud in real life.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Like that to me lets me know you're a good writer. Or at least you have good comedic timing. And so we decided we're going to go ahead and visit some other books in her catalog. So, if Elizabeth, would you like to start with the book you read?
Yes, I would. I read one of her thrillers. Surprise, surprise.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Just so you know, she writes everything.
Everything.
Romance, comedy. I mean, most of her books contain romance, but romance, comedy, historical fiction, thrillers, whatever her mind decides she wants to write. Yeah, she writes it.
Yeah.
But yes, continue, Liz.
So it is called When No One Is Watching. This is a few years old. I did not get the published date, but it follows Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
who's recently divorced, um, moved away from, she grew up in this neighborhood called Gifford Place, and it's in Brooklyn. It's a very close-knit community. Um, everybody, it's just one of those neighborhoods. Everybody knows everybody. They help each other out. Um, Sydney's mom was able to acquire a plot of land in the neighborhood that they, when they go back, they couldn't find the person who owned it. So there's like ways that they could, own that land now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and she did that and turned it into a community garden, and everybody goes in there and tends to it. Really, really cute, movie picturesque type of neighborhood. This is where Sydney grew up. Um, Prominently black neighborhood, successful, prominently black neighborhood. So she grows up, she gets married, and moves away with her husband. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. He's a dick. She finds evidence that he's cheating. He gaslights her, puts her in a loony bin. She never tells her mom how bad it is, but the mom also does not tell her how bad it is over there, because
Mm-hmm.
now there's this hospital that they had that was abandoned, and there's this company that wants to turn it into a research facility.
Mm-hmm.
So when Sydney goes back home, she finds all this stuff out. Her mom is going to lose the house when she passes away. Her mom is sick. She puts her in a retirement home. People are going missing. Um, there's businesses that are being pushed out, all of that. All she does throughout the day is sit around and be mad, fight a bed bug infestation that she has, drink, suffer of insomnia, and just watch everyone in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And have beef with this little lady, this not little lady, this person who does these tours in the neighborhood. And the only thing they talk about on the tour is all the white facts of the neighborhood. They don't talk about where the land, whose land it was, any history, anything about any of the black residents that were very successful. So Sydney's always beefing with her every time. This makes her want to do her own walking tour where she talks about the land, where, whose it was, who lived there, what they accomplished, all the great things of the neighborhood, because she loves this neighborhood.
Right.
During one of the times that she was beefing with the tour person, this is where Theo comes in. Theo is this white guy who bought the house across the street when the person that owned it was displaced. He bought the brownstone across the street with his girlfriend, maybe. I don't know. They're going through a rough patch. So he lives in the third floor of the brownstone, third floor apartment, and he's watching everybody. And he's intrigued by Sydney because he could see everything. He could see into her apartment. Anyway, during one of the community meetings, they become friends. And not friends, because Sydney's always like,
Sydney's me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she reminds me. She's very so anyways, at this community she needs help with the putting together the walking tour. He volunteers. From there they go on this roller coaster of research. They bring things up. Shit starts to happen. People are still disappearing, and that is the only thing Sydney cannot figure out. Like, what is happening to these people?
Yeah.
What is happening, guys? What is happening? I wish I had my spoon so I could do some Get Out shit. Because that's what this book reminded me of, was Get Out.
Oh, geez.
Okay, and to be honest, the first 100 pages or so, I was just like, I don't want to read about someone just being mad because the freaking sun is shining, because she's agitated with all reason. When you take a step back and think about her life and everything that's going on, she handled it a lot better than I would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once it takes off, it takes off. I recommend this book. I'm pretty sure I rated it 4.5 stars. I loved it. Could Once I got to like shit started happening,
Mm-hmm.
I was hooked. I was hooked.
I love that.
Hooked.
Yeah, I went and downloaded it because Liz told me about it, and I was like, so this is a book I need to read. Okay, cool, cool,
It's
cool.
really good, and it's on Kindle Unlimited.
So is the AI
So
Who Loved Me,
good.
by the way.
Is it? Not that I'm gonna reread it.
The excitement, Liz.
I know that did not sell.
And then what I read was called Radio Silence. This was published in 2019, I believe. And so she basically, we're following two people. I don't know their names. Y'all, I just need you to know. As soon as I close or finish a book, the plot is gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I didn't love the book. It's just the plot is gone. So we're following two people, the girl and her best friend, her gay best friend. And something has happened to the world. Lights went out, water went out, no internet. The world just completely shuts down. No communication, nothing. So she's living in an apartment with her best friend. And she was like, it took about 3 weeks before people started killing one another, Hunger Games. I know. So her best friend, his family owns like a store. They're in New York, somewhere in New York. I want to say Buffalo, but his parents own a store.
Rochester. I got you. Rochester.
Thank you so much.
Arden and John.
Thank
Arden
you so
and
much.
John.
No. John is the brother.
You're welcome. Oh, it says roommate.
You're correct. John
Anyways,
is the roommate.
Arden. Okay.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
Arden.
So John's parents own a store, and it's close to the Canadian border, but they own like a grocery store. So he's like, she convinces him. She's like, we need to go. We need to get out of here. People are killing people. We need to figure it out. So they are going, trying to find a place, and it comes out she's mad because she keeps asking him, are we there yet? Because she's a child. And he's like, we're almost there. Now, mind you, he was like an Eagle Scout. He knows how to read the stars without the map. He knows where he's going. He grew up there. He knows the area. She just becomes frustrated, has a little tantrum, takes over the map, gets them lost. Some people find them, knock John out, want to sexually assault her. And she even talks about how he is doing it with joy on his face. Like he is happy to do it because he's just like, well, you done got caught. And then his head blows off.
Okay, maybe I have to read
It's
this
Alyssa
one.
Cole. You have to read her books. Like, I can't even hold you. I wasn't even surprised by that, only because I was like, this is Alyssa Cole. I feel like she just be like, I'm gonna do some random shit. Head blows off. Lo and behold, beholden lo, John's brother comes to save the day. He is a resident, so he's already, finished with medical school. He's doing his residency at a hospital. And finds his brother. They walk back to the place. His parents are missing. And John's brother and Arden form a little friendship.
Ooh.
They hate each other at first, though.
Of course they do.
I mean, he had a legitimate reason, because when he found out, he was like, why are you all the way out here? He knows where we live. Why would you go off in a cut in a forest? Like, we're nowhere near the forest. He was looking for his parents, which is how he ended up to finding them. And she was like, well, I got mad and I decided to navigate. He was like, why would you get mad with the person that live here, that knows where they're going, that knows how to read a map, and then go the wrong way and then get my brother knocked out? So legitimate reason for him to be upset. I get it. But then it goes from there. And of course, like I said, she likes romance. So it has a little romance in there. They grow from that. But They have stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
People trying to get them.
She
It's great.
definitely knows how to write the twists.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away. They just keep coming. But I believe she's a great writer.
I agree.
Because when I was reading When No One Is Watching,
Mm-hmm.
I was mad with Sydney. I wanted to know, like, she talks about weeks, but like, there's just certain, like, anything, the way she wrote it made you intrigued. And
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like I was part of the neighborhood. Like, I was mad.
Mm-hmm.
I was mad. There was one point that I was scared. I was like, oh my God. And then she's a great writer.
Yeah.
She can evoke emotion. And to
She
me,
does.
that is an amazing writer.
She does. Because the book, for me, it started off with the scene of them being attacked. And then she goes back and tells how everything happened and why they were walking and being attacked. But it starts off with them being attacked. And I was like, oh my God, she's about to be raped. Yeah. And I'm over there like, oh my God.
Yes.
Like, I'm all up in it.
She was trying, in my book, she was trying to escape because she was trying to escape from someone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like literally clutching my pearls.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, where's she gonna? She's an amazing writer. I'm excited to read more of her books. She's definitely on my list along with like Allie Hazelwood. She is one of the authors that I will read what she puts out.
Yeah, I agree. And then I like the narrator that did the Radio Silence book. Like, some of the stuff is far-fetched, but it's a great time. So that's the best way I can say it.
Well, I mean, we're reading books that are fiction. We're reading books that are fiction.
They are
I
fictional.
can't stand when people are like, that doesn't even sound real.
Right.
Sorry. Are you reading an autobiography?
Yeah. So Alyssa Cole, you guys, that is our first author that we love, we enjoy. We would recommend.
Yes.
If you want to start with her catalog, though, might I recommend The AI Who Loved Me?
And I will recommend When You Watch When No One Is Watching.
I just think The AI Who Loved Me was just chef's kiss.
And I don't even especially the audiobook. I did the audiobook. She read and listened to it.
Yeah.
Audiobook, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, that's our first, Yeah.
So, you guys, we'll probably do some more of these, let you know about some different authors. But as of right now, Alyssa Cole, top tier. We thank you so much for watching, you guys. As always, please like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.